When you arrive at the airport, make sure to be on the lookout for incoming traffic, as some drivers can be quite reckless. Getting from the airport to wherever you need should be fairly straightforward, as Uber is quite popular around. That is, if you're comfortable with some stranger driving you around places with absolutely no incentives to keep you safe whatsoever. Many years ago, the Vietnamese split off from their ancestors, the Chinese, and evolved into Communal Revolto. There are three vital organs in the common Vietnamese person: the liver, which is used to endure the excessive beer that is half of a diet, and the belly, used to swallow up a nationalistic pride of beating a world superpower in the war. Please be aware of the common ritual that is designated as communication in Vietnam. To initiate a conversation, you first have to approach an unsuspecting bystander and challenge his or her in verbal combat. You two will then enter a verbal joust that will result in the public shaming of the defeated and absolutely nothing for the winner. If you happen to be the victor of these battles, promptly approach the loser and request his or her email so that you two can establish a meaningful bond. Keep in mind that any form of communication outside of emails were banned in the year 2002, and frankly, we're all quite happy about it. Vietnamese have one of the simplest lifestyles. At the age of 14, the oldest son in the house has to engage his father in open trial combat. The combat shall be held at a nearby marketplace, and the number of onlookers determine how valid the duel is. 10 or below classifies the fight as household abuse, and anything more than 10 makes it a full-fledged fight recognized by the glorious leader. Occasionally, the onlookers will throw sharp objects at the duelists. These can be utilized as deadly weapons. However, if the contenders fail to catch any of these objects, then they will suffer the death sentence, since the glorious leader has no need for incompetent fighters. It is common knowledge that Vietnam emerged as an independent nation and has never been repeatedly conquered by the Chinese, Japanese, French, and American. This information is publicly available via the state-approved history books. Monday to Thursday, we usually spread communist propaganda on the interweb. Friday is used for duels within a family, with each contender using a banh mi as a sword and a bow of fur as a shield. Saturday is when each family offers a bow of fur, the blood of a goat, and one other red substance to our glorious leaders. Sunday is used for executing people who go to church, because any religion that does not worship the glorious leader is unacceptable. If by some heavenly magic an arranged marriage is not bestowed upon an individual, he or she may initiate the mating ritual with members of the opposite sex, which includes reciting the entire Communist Manifesto until both of them have fully embraced the ideology of the party. Of course, all forms of reproduction are observed and regulated by the state.